That was good. This is sun, sun, and moon. So cool. And I was thrown off even more after Dim was telling us it is a 5-letter word, even though I wanted him to do the little drawer thing. Oh, what a great puzzle. That was probably the most interactive one we could do. Good job, us. Good job, Team Spiff. It's down here, right? Yes, it is. Blue one is... We just did it. Eh. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And again, we're going to hold off reading this until we either get closer to the end of the game, or we hear about it, or when Insysm tells us to. Those are all things that could happen. The other one is... What is this? This is... Bam. One of the cooler rooms. Bunch of stuff. A map of floor A. Nice. There's still more stuff. Why don't we get the rest of it first? Now we got a card. 2 cards for the Sun game. Perfect. They go back and the door's locked. That's fine. Read the note. More rules. Once you open a door, you can go through it as much as you like. Yep, we know that one. We know that one pretty good because this is our 3rd branch. Once you've activated, yep. Go to come back and forth. That's considered the hardest one to get. I mean, it was really cleverly hidden. I like the fact it wasn't straightforward. You should be able to read this one because you've seen the things it will talk about. This one. Soappearl Beta. One of the drugs used by the nonary bracelets in an extremely powerful anesthetic. It is the first drug injected with the participant breaks one of the rules. This drug also appears in Virtue's Last Reward's sister title, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. It was created by Mr. Mr. Hongo, who was the president of Cradle Pharmaceuticals and appeared in 999. He developed it by extracting and purifying an alkaloid found from a variety of mandrake. High usage can lead to some side effects, including severe memory loss. It can also be aerosolized and used as an anesthetic or knockout gas. Cool. That's the white stuff that we got knocked out with. Turbocurine. One of the drugs used by the nonary bracelets is an extremely powerful muscle relaxant. This is the 2nd drug injected by the bracelets if a rule is broken. The turbocurine is injected 9 minutes after Soappearl. It causes the respiratory muscles to cease functioning and the body perishes from lack of oxygen. Turbocurine is a component in some of the poisons used by indigenous populations in South Africa, who tip their arrows with poison when hunting. It can be counteracted with the inhibitor, but it is not clear if the nonary game facility has any of this antidote available. Atom is the machine that diagnoses stuff. It's similar to an MRI machine. Cool. Cool. Newspaper. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities. The Radical 6 continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed the death toll is estimated to be past 100,000. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. That's a good point, Tim. Severe memory loss, that could mean that 7 has been injected with it several times. Good catch. Because he has amnesia. Pandemic. When an epidemic spreads beyond a certain area, it becomes a pandemic, which is a very hard board game, by the way. It's a lot of fun. You should look that one up. Some historical pandemics include cholera, typhoid fever, tuberculosis, the Black Plague, and smallpox. Certain influenza outbreaks have reached a pandemic or near-pandemic levels of infection. In Spain, in 1918, an influenza outbreak was said to have caused 40 to 50 million deaths. Ooh. Radical 6. If you want to know what the Radical and 6 mean, you'll just have to play the game. You got it, game. Injection gun. It's an injection gun. Thanks. Cool. So those are our secrets. Newspaper. Article 6 spreads. We just literally read that. What is Radical 6? Quarantine? No way. Look, we can talk about this all later. Right now we need to get out of here as fast as we can. Just do what I tell you. Yes, ma'am is the correct response. Last thing in the safe is probably the key. Ooh. Let's go! Whee! Ah, oh, what a great room. What a great room to start Monday off. I feel like we got some description of what Radical 6 is.
This actually works.
A little bit. It definitely interferes with stuff.
Hey, someone's coming.
Kind of like a suicide virus, yeah. Or like kill everybody dead kind of virus. I think it removes a bunch of inhibitors.
And Alice tagging along, looks like.
And look, everyone's here. Cork's not missing. Cork's not missing. Isn't he usually missing at this point? Isn't he? Or is it the next one? Might be the next one. Oh yeah, I agree with you, Dim.
We bumped
Were you
into
here
him a little while ago.
when we played the third one?
Who'd have thought we'd bump into you too?
I don't know if you were.
Let me see the map.
Because again, we played the third one out of order because we were stupid. We went by the wrong date. Okay. I feel like it explained more of it. Oh, you were not? Okay. So, Dim, your homework whenever we get done with this game is to watch the playthrough of the third one. Or play it yourself. Because third one, pretty awesome. All three routes ended up here.
That map. It's just like the one we found in the crew quarters.
And if you guys don't know, all of our playthroughs are uploaded to YouTube. Exclamation point
There was
YouTube.
one in the lab.
Shameless plug. Go for it. And if you're watching it on YouTube, hi. Ours is in the infirmary.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this
Totally
elevator.
worth watching. Brilliantism. Like, how much of the stuff that's in the third one did they mean to do?
What the? Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looks like the ones we saw earlier.
Yeah, just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh. No, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
That's a very interesting thing to say in Tism. It means you can appreciate them more.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Well, looks like we don't have a choice.
Yeah.
then.
It says, and sometimes they just straight up spoil you on
So,
everything and it
where's that
flies
note
over
you
your head
found?
the first time.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the crew quarters.
Yeah, we got one of those. Found it in a safe in the lounge.
A few more rules. It's the you can go through the door if you still have the thing. Free reign rule. Then we're gonna all go back the way we came and get into the warehouse.
I don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
Who's the one we don't like in the third game? You'll know her very quickly.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Ain't she
Asshole.
crazy?
Better hope I don't have rabies,
So.
you self-satisfied old turd.
Just called you a
What's
turd.
it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
All right, fine. I'm going.
Yeah, when I think of the third one, I only think of her. What was her name again? I feel like it started with an M. Pretty sure it started with an M. And SZA makes a good point, yeah. Do we find the dead old lady? Or is that this next time?
This is the infirmary then. We were able to walk right in, just like the note said.
That means you can come visit the lounge too. You'd like it, Grandpa. There's lots of alcohol. They've even got some of your favorite.
Oh, well, that sounds great. Maybe I'll go have a drink later.
The hell, man? How are you so damn calm?
Is there another person who's dressed lewdly? Somebody has very nice assets. And I'm not really reading this out loud because we already know most of this. Someone behind the divider is talking to someone else. That's new. Snuck a look.
Do you think there's a connection?
I can't be sure yet. But there's no way this is all just coincidence.
Yeah. There's even a zero.
Whatever it is that's going on, we need to get in touch with headquarters and fast.
Yeah, I agree. They've probably figured out we're gone by now.
Yeah,
Do you think they'll find us?
let's hope so.
How are those two connected? Nice little side, sneaky, peeping Tom, nosy Nancy. We're getting more connections here. Quark and Grandpa, Alice and Clover, a little more fun interactions.
Oh, you're finally done? You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
For... Yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
I was like, wait. I know this. And there's the old lady.
Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
Why was that one new? I don't know how that one line was new. Really going in there? Kinda don't want to. I mean, there's a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago.
What? Are you worried there's a ghost or something?
No. It's just... Does it bother you?
Nope. I don't believe in ghosts. I feel bad that she died, of course. But there's not really anything I can do about that, is there?
You're pretty stone cold, you know
I
that?
prefer bold, but whatever. Just don't let emotions get in the way.
That's one way to put it. It's pretty much the definition of cold.
Anyway, let's go. Looks like the others have already gone in.
Fine. What? Find a ghost?
No. Look at the screen. There's something there.
Why did you hit the button? Actually, I just realized something.
Yep.
That was the first time we didn't ask permission to push a button. And one of the timelines, she gets angry at us.
Hooray!
I want to listen to his dialogue.
Finally here!
We don't get to hear enough of Zero Bunny.
Waited.
So have we.
Ugh. Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions? The other people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but B.O. is especially loud. For real, B.O., I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. For example...
Hold on, now I'm
Siggy
thinking
and
of something.
Fido paired up with 10-year-oldie and went through the yellow door, didn't they?
In regards to the old woman, we know Dio, because we got that at the ending, Dio infiltrated the game, killed her, and took her bracelet. Why was she then in the room that had Luna? I hope that gets explained. Because that's why in one of the timelines, people thought that Luna had killed the old woman. Because the old woman was found in the... Because we know it was shifted. We know that the woman was found in the far left one, which was the far right one, which is the one that Luna came out of. Only thing I can think of is that Dio put the body there afterward.
That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against 10-year-oldie. And it goes the other way too. 10-year-oldie's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Mooney. And B.O. and Quirk's enemy will be Alas. Well, I guess enemy isn't really... Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually...
I freaking love
Just a
Dio.
second.
More,
Oh, it's gonna be
but-
good.
Schnazzy Happy
Just
Monday.
have to wait, I guess.
I'm gonna try and start calling you Bear,
It's almost time!
which is weird because
No. I won't
So
wait if
anyway.
I can't wait.
I always start with
Can you
Ally,
hear me?
Dim, every time.
It is time!
We do them both, but I just always start with Ally. And this will be the first time Tenmyolji does not have somebody betray him at the beginning of the game.
Polling closes.
You see, it's... See you later! Have a nice trauma!
Have a nice trauma. So nice.
We don't have time to talk about this. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors? You're my bear? Okay, cool. Your favorite bear? Picnic basket?
We have to decide who's gonna press the button.
Oh, you think that's a good way to decide?
Just shut up and do it. 1, 2, 3.
Paper.
Rock.
Got it. Hey, boo-boo. Oh gosh, what was the female bear's name? I feel like it started with a C.
Damn it.
Clover?
So what are you gonna pick?
No. Cindy, thank you. It did start with a C. Yes.
We're playing against Tenmyoji. Do you have any reason to think he won't betray you?
Guess not.
Yeah, if he does, what does that make our BP?
We'd be down to 1 point each. That's not hopeless. I mean, sure, we'll get a little farther away from the goal, but we've all got to do is earn those points back.
And when will we do that?
I don't actually know. It's pretty obvious that we will be playing this game more than once. After all, we can't get to 9 PP if we don't.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Well, you won. The decision's yours. Now decide, ally or betray.
3, 2, 1.
In that moment before the counter reached 0, I made my choice. Because I always wait till between 0 seconds and 1 second. Just sneak right in there.
Round 1 of the result. Thank you, Ambidex game.
Okay. It's fine, I stepped out. Everyone was shoving and pushing it closer. Pushing! Tenmyoji was left behind. His footsteps a slow, heavy plod.
So you chose ally, huh?
You don't get to complain. I won.
Not complaining. I just think you're being a little soft-hearted.
Aw, you worry too much. I'm sure Tenmyoji, he
See,
probably didn't.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't have any facts, just misguided optimism.
Yo, what's up?
Siggy!
Fido! Hey, what are you kids doing
I
over
don't
there?
get tired of that.
We're about to announce the results.
So good. Let's go. Should make our have a look at the
Fine.
results. Siggy!
Good.
Fido!
Looks like you're all here. Finally, let's get ready to rock! Ambidex game! Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Oh yeah, Luna would always hit ally. Oh. Why did Alice go and hit ally? Against Dio and Cork? Luna, I think, just always chooses ally. I don't think she's ever going to hit betray. Kay and Clover, I don't know. They probably just did, like, facts or something. And I guess Tenmyoji hit betray because he was not up against Cork.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Yes, he did, Dim. And we think he clicked betray because he wasn't playing against Cork, so he probably didn't care.
Sigma. Phi. I'm sorry.
Why? Why? Trusted you.
Look, I said I was sorry.
See? I told you. A soft heart is the easiest to break. Do you understand what kind of game this is now?
Tell me one thing, Tenmyoji. Why?
Are you serious? Someone's dead, and not just dead, murdered. I got no reason to think that murderer wasn't one of you. Only an idiot trusts someone he's never met when there's a killer on the loose. You think I had a choice?
Fair.
Right.
Fair.
I think that's enough for me. I'm old, and I'm tired. So tired.
Tenmyoji shuffled off the same way I'd seen him earlier, sitting heavily on his shoulders. Yeah, sorry I only get you so far. It was only then that I noticed an angry voice nearby.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Hey, look, lady, I was gonna choose ally, I swear to God. But just as I'm about to do it, this little bastard runs in and hits the betray button.
What?
Oh, come on. Really gonna just try and play it dumb, huh? You're a manipulative little twerp, aren't you?
Quark, is he telling the truth? Were you the one who chose betray?
No! I didn't do anything!
Dude, Joy, 22 out of 28? That's amazing.
Anything before Mr. Dio pressed the button! I'm telling the truth! I promise!
Sure, kid. Whatever. The cute and innocent act isn't gonna work.
No!
Fine. You just wait.
Alice turned on her heel and stormed off before Quirk could reply, leaving him alone with Dio.
Man.
I mean, we know a lot about
This is all your
Dio.
fault,
He
Quirk.
shouldn't even be here.
My fault? Why are you blaming me? How could you do that, Mr. Dio? You're a jerk.
So is the thousands of other people that look like you. I moved away silently to let them stare daggers at one another. It seemed that theirs wasn't the only team facing some friction, however.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose betray?
Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
The other room seemed to turn thick and sour, hanging over us like a brooding, angry cloud. It was a grim omen of darker times to come.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of...
All right, where are we going next?
Yes, I'd say it's going to be Alas or Siggy. Or Fido. Or maybe Mooney. Or maybe everyone.
What?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I get it. Sigma, Phi, Alice, and I only have one BP. If any of us chose Ally and got betrayed, our BP would drop below 0.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
It's not like anybody else knew. This is the first. This is where we're one in purple. I think it's the first time we're purple. Magenta.
Mine's
Sorry.
magenta too.
Oh, we
Me
get to go
too.
Clover. Cool.
Hey, wait. It wasn't just the color that changed. I'm a solo now.
It's like Clover and I are still pairs, though. I kind of want to go with
Yellow
Quirk.
pair now.
I am yellow as well. But it
Because if
seems
this is
I'm
the
still
part where he
paired.
goes crazy,
Then who's the yellow solo?
I kind of want to be around him so we know
Me.
how he goes crazy.
Still a solo. Looks like I'm cyan.
I'm a cyan pair.
Huh.
Aren't you one too?
Yeah. Says pear, and the color's cyan.
When did they change?
Back when the thing happened. Can't go with Quirk in this run? Can't we all? Because we'd all be the same color. Spent a few minutes wallowing in misery, and I figured I deserved at least as little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. Yeah, I want to go with Quirk. We'll make that our first choice, if we can. Usually there's 3 choices, and one of them is locked and we can't do it. Shook my head, stood up straight, and headed off. We're just looking around, I think, right now. We're looking... So Quirk goes crazy